Welcome to August 10th, forward testing, Stochastic Up Trend. Let's get started. So here we are with Denny's, and Denny's is still in play. You saw that it cleared the gantry, and then we had to stop at the 1486, and it's still in play with a nice little move there from today. All right, let's go ahead and lock this in because it's going to be very important. Now we'll go on to our next one, VIR, and VIR is still in play. As you can see here, we have a bit of a doji. We had a sword, red sword. So we have a red sword there, or also known as a reverse dragonfly. Doji, that is a doji. But we are doing good. It's in play. So that's in play. And that gives us, I'm going to keep your scorecard here in play. And, okay. All right, who's next? Devin. I think Devin, I need to make a correction here. And that was, that Devin did, yeah, Devin did get stopped out. Devin is a stop out, so that is a loss. So we have, keep track of our losers for the run, and it will tally up the numbers at the end. Okay, Devin is done. Now we'll go to VIAC. And didn't clear the gantry, so therefore this is still in play now. A note to say, professional traders, not, but there are some professional traders would have taken the entry here, and then they would have, this closed below, so they would have got out the next day right here. There are traders who trade, like I just traded this morning, 1%. That's all. 1% drop, they're out of the game. So I don't know what that 1%. I don't know if that's a percentage there or not. But going off these visuals, this is just forward testing. This is just to see if your base foundation of your strategy works. Then you can move forward to paper trading and go into the applying your options criteria. Okay, discovery is still in play, so we have that in play. Alrighty. And now we come down to SABR. Oopsie. SABR, okay. And SABR is still in play. You can see right there, it's in play right there. And now we have OMC. And OMC is, I'll write down Devin's on the loser side. Okay, it's in play. It still didn't clear the gantry. It's still at the initial stop is still here at the bottom of the first ratio loss, but it's trending nicely. And this is why we're using the stochastic trend, because we want the stochastic to be in agreement with the price action. And the price action to be agreement with the price action is the beginning of everything, and everybody else has to agree to it. So, I mean, look at this. You have price action going up, but you still have a declining EMA. The scanner will not pick that up. Why bother? Now, you have the SOT scanner would have picked it up and would have got the trade would have got in here somewhere, which would have been okay, providing that that's the bottom and doesn't get stopped out. Okay, so now let's go on to GT, which is our Goodyear tires. And now I have to check to see if this got stopped out. I called this a stop out the other day, and I forgot to check. So now we're going into a little bit more detail. Here is the close. And the close of this candle would have been 1626. Would have been 1630. Okay, we did 1630. I can see it right there. And the bottom, this low here, the swing low, would have been 1485. So here we're going to change this to the 1485. And now we have it set. Now, did this hit the low 1630? It did, right there. 1630 GT did hit 1630 and would have been stopped out. So that's another loss. So we have now 2 losses out of so far what we've done. I'll get the ending numbers when we get there. And now we're up to Monster. See, sorry, you can notice that the system is very touchy. Okay, here we are. Okay, we are doing good. We're past the gantry, so our stop would be sitting here at the EPS. Alrighty. And this owes us money. This does owe us money. So if we had money available, we would have got into this trade, but our money was already deployed, so we didn't take on that trade. I know that probably some of you saw this just as, why did you take that trade? It has the perfect parameters. It did, just didn't have the power, the buying power. When there's no money, there's no gain. Okay, we're up to ramp. Let's see what happened with ramp. Okay, ramp is still in the game. And this being so wide, remember another notation too, that if the AB, the entry price and the exit are very wide, then you can go ahead and consider putting in that 50% retracement as a stop, because that is extremely wide. This is $9, and the ATR on this thing is only barely 2. So that is very, very wide. Okay, the ramp is still in the game according to our methodology. So let's continue here. EO, right there, American Eagle Outfitters. And they're still, look at this. It got triggered here ever so slightly, and now we're back in the game, and now it's breaking out. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, MACD, or not MACD, but Mac something. Okay. Did not clear the gantry, and then therefore was not stopped out. Oh, I just thought of something. On GT, did GT clear the gantry? Let's go look and see if GT cleared the gantry. Maybe I was just too hasty with that. No, it didn't clear the gantry. Oh, the GT is still in play, guys. I apologize. GT, look, the low was 130 and the EP is 130. It has to clear the gantry. It's got to be, the low cannot be 1630. It's got to be 1631 to qualify under gantry rules. So therefore GT is still in the game. We do not have a loser. Cool. Okay, that takes us now to USB. Oh, and I did mention yesterday that MAC was stopped. It was not, because it didn't include the, now this cleared the gantry. So right there, that's a perfect example. So the stop is here at the EPS. All right. Now we had three joiners yesterday. That was JMIA right there, Buma, and this this is the heartbreaker. This is where you can get in trouble with your day trade. Right there, it qualified here. We took the entry here at the top of this candle, which is the close at 21.99. We would have made it 22 even, and we got filled at 22.05. Now, if you have used 10 cents rule, yes, there's a 10 cents buffer rule. Guess what? It would not trigger, because the high, oh no, it would have triggered. The high was 27.44, 22.47. But the point is, it got stopped out. There's our stop right there. Our stop is this swing low. So we would have been stopped out, and this would have been a loss. So let's go ahead and put in here that 8.10, one loss, and this would have been a round tripper. So you would have been hit with a day pattern rule. That is the you got into the trade and you got stopped out in the same day, and that would have taken you out. So you would have had marked, you only allowed 3 every 5 days. Just be very careful with that for accounts under 25,000, or you get your account locked up. All right, here we are with ETW. Okay, it got triggered. It's doing good. And then NRXP was our other new one, and it got triggered very well. Okay, that said, that takes us now to scanner time. And our scanner should still be set up from yesterday, because we have not had any opportunities for the alphas. So this is going to be our open market scanner. And there it is, $10 to 100, 2 million shares, and all optionable, and away it goes. And this is all being added to the forward testing. And there we are. We're gonna have 4 new entries here tonight. We're gonna have T, CCJ, American Limited Partners, I think that stands for, and PAGP. So those are our new 4. So now we'll go right click, come down to the word send, and who knew that? You know who that T is? That's our own our own AT&T. The scanner has approved it. And remember, this was a 10 EMA entry, was placed above the 10 EMA, but no direction to the bias. This is now taking in the bias. So right there. So this trade just might be turning around, and this is an original DTE, which means they're going to run all the way to October. So that's kind of cool. All right. That said, let's go on now to our next one, and again, now the width's a little bit on the long side, but I will still take it there. Still reasonable. Now, as long as your 3-to-1 ratio is within a price range that has been previous visited, it's an okay trade. When it gets into new territory, it gets a little sketchy, but unfortunately, you will have to decide: are you a risk taker to take into new all-time highs or not? Most portfolio managers are not. But then the hedge fund managers are. So if you have a hedge fund portfolio manager, he would say, you know what? The price indicates it's going that high, we're going with it. Okay, and our last one being added here is right there. And there we are. And there are our new candidates for the field. And now let's go ahead and do a tally. Here we have on our list, we had one loser. Devin has been removed, so we go ahead and mark that one off. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have now 18 forward testing positions. And with that said, we'll conclude today's report for forward testing. And that was your lesson about knowing, look for your swing low for your first stop, look for your second stop at the entry price, look at the next stop at the first ratio to lock in some profit, look to take profit at 3-to-1 or scalp it as the price closes above each of the ratios, move the stop up, look to the possibility of maybe taking profit at 10 when it reaches the 10-to-1 mark, or you go to date of expiration if you're doing an option. And that pretty much concludes it for today's report for forward testing on Stochastic Up Trend. And you know what? Let's go ahead and let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that. We had oh, what was it? What, I forgot the number. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. We have 18. We have 18 in play. Oh, I can't do that. I got to change the slide in the editor. All right. With that said, we'll conclude this report. I'll bring it up to date, and tomorrow we'll be following this out. Thank you very much for stopping by and checking it out.